This video is brought to you by John Robson Guitar Tuition. If you enjoy the content, please consider supporting the channel by enrolling on a course, purchasing some guitar lessons or a t-shirt, or you can join my Patreon. Now, on with the show. Hello chaps, welcome once again to John Robson Guitar Tuition. As always, and especially at the moment, I do hope you're well. Now then, let's talk about speed. Let's talk about playing fast. So, speed. What is it exactly? Well, look in any physics textbook and it'll tell you that speed equals distance divided by time. And if we look at that in the context of playing the guitar, I guess that equates to the number of notes divided by the amount of time you take to play them. So, how can you make it easy to play fast, or easier to play fast? Well, one obvious suggestion is to give yourself access to more notes without having to move very far to get them. If you can put more notes per square inch on the fretboard under your fingers, you can hopefully find it easier to play faster. And here is how I tackle this issue. Okay then, we have a backing track which is centered around A minor. So for the purposes of this demonstration, I'm going to use this version of A minor pentatonic. Now, if we take a look at the chords that are in the backing track, we have a D chord. And you can see if I superimpose that D chord on the A minor pentatonic, it gives us an extra note that we can add in. It's this one here. It happens to be an F sharp. And if you know that it's an F sharp, and if you know reasonably well where the notes are on the neck, then you can find, well, there's another F sharp there. We might as well add that in. So we've got the A minor pentatonic plus an F sharp note. Like that. Next up we have a G chord that's in the backing track. So there's a G chord, or I suppose you could play it like this. And if you do that, it puts it nicely in the context of that A minor pentatonic pattern. And you can see that it gives us an extra note that we can add in. And once again, find where that note also occurs. It happens to be a B note. You get a B note there and there as well. So now what we have is an A minor pentatonic plus an F sharp note and a B note, and that gives us this pattern here. Which, if you're a bit of a theory geek, you will recognise as being the A Dorian mode, essentially the second mode of the G major scale. But don't worry about that at the moment. All you really need to do here is be able to kind of look for the notes that are in your chords and add those into your pentatonic scale. So what do I do with this? Well, basically what I tend to do is I look at maybe when I've got three notes on each string. So that would be the F sharp, G and A there, and the B, C and D there. And I take this little motion where I'll kind of go up those three of those notes like that. And then the same thing on the next string. Nice easy pattern, that one. And then I'll come back down that higher of the two strings, bounce off this note, which is the top note on the lower of the two strings, and then go back up again. So I'll get, and I can then chain a bunch of those together, maybe starting here, and then just go into a bend or something like that. So I might get a lick that might go like that, and with a little bit of gain behind it and a little bit of speed, you would get a lick that goes like that. And the speed is just a result of muscle memory. It's just like typing a familiar password that you can do pretty quickly. It's not a result of any kind of talent or cleverness. It's just being really uber familiar with where your fingers have got to kind of go through in that pattern. And Here are a bunch of licks that are all based upon this principle. So there you go, that's how I do it, and those 5 licks are of course tabbed out on my Patreon page. They will be going up by the time this video hits YouTube, along with the backing track that I was using there, which, you know, uses the chords of A minor, D major and G major, as was explained in that last clip. As you saw in that demonstration, I tend to use hammer-ons and pull-offs, a legato technique, if you will, to play this sort of stuff, but it's equally adaptable if you want to kind of use alternate or economy picking. However you want to add those notes in, and whatever techniques you're comfortable using, knock yourself out, go for it. This is how you can make it easier to play fast, just by getting access to some more notes. Now then, don't forget, there is a Fret Zealot giveaway going on this channel at the moment. Basically, I'm sure you're well acquainted with the Fret Zealot tuition device, that little kind of LED thing that goes onto the neck of your guitar, which lights up and tells you where to put your fingers. There are 2 of my courses which are available on the Fret Zealot app: Play Lead Guitar the Easy Way and Making the Modes Easy, and that might be one to check out if that little hint at the modal aspect of what we've been doing today whetted your appetite. Both of those courses are available on the Fret Zealot app, and to celebrate that, we're giving away a free Fret Zealot. All you got to do to be in with a chance of winning it is make a donation of £5 or more to Zoe's Place Baby Hospice, a charity in Middlesbrough, which, as I'm sure you know by now, provides palliative, respite and end-of-life care to children under 5 with terminal illnesses. A fantastically worthy cause that I've been supporting on this channel for a long time now. On May the 7th, I will draw a winner at random, and that lucky person will get a free Fret Zealot. And if you're not lucky enough to win it, then never fear, you can get one a little bit cheaper thanks to me. You're welcome. Just use the discount code you can see on screen there, and you know, you can get one a little bit cheaper. There's a link in the description. By the way, you need to, if you're entering the prize draw for the Fret Zealot, then make your donation, screenshot the receipt and send it to me at jrguitartuition@gmail.com. There's the email address on screen, and it's also in the description below, including as well as the link to Zoe's Place and the link to where you buy your Fret Zealot. Okay, that's pretty much it for today, folks. I will just mention that the previous solo that I did, Jamming for Joe, that's now all tabbed out and up on my Patreon page. So if you fancy getting a tab for that and the jam track I used, then go and grab it. All the Patreon benefits are listed down below. All the tabs for these YouTube lessons that I do, monthly podcast, and you get a free course of your choice as well. It's only $3 a month, so check it out. And that pretty much is it for today. Don't forget the live stream on Friday, same time as usual, 5 PM UK time. We'll have a beer, we'll have a laugh, and we'll have a chat. So it'll be good. It always is. And that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your time. I look forward to seeing you all again next time. Stay well, folks. Bye for now.